Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this beautiful girl. Sorry I've been away for a long time. I'm back now, well, hopefully. So first off, I cleaned her face with a face cleanser. It's a Bioderma face cleanser. I'm going to go with my wipes and clean her face. Cleansing helps to remove every dirt from your face. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using a sweat block on her face because she's going out and she's definitely going to sweat. So I'm using an alcohol sweat block and my wipes to wipe off her face. Then I'm going to be going in with a vitamin C serum to moisturize her face. All this thing is face prepping. It just helps to set a good canvas for the makeup. So yes, I'm going to be using a vitamin C serum to apply on her face to prep her face. The canvas has to be nice for the artwork. Next, I'm going to be going in my Blossom Moist Essence moisturizer. This moisturizer is fire. You should get one. I'm going to be applying that all over her face to moisturize her face. My client doesn't have an oily skin. She actually has a dry skin. So yes, I'm going to be using a moisturizer. But if your client has an oily skin, please do use a minimal amount of moisturizer. I'm going to be prepping her lips with a lip gloss. I don't really know the name of that lip gloss. It's just an old lip gloss, but yeah, I'm going to apply it on her lips to prep her lips. Next up, I'm going to be going in with the Rimmel primer. This is a matte primer, so you really need it. I'm going to be using that to prime her face. And after priming her face, the next thing is going to be foundation. So for my foundation, I'll be using ZKL foundation in shade 25 Mocha. ZKL is a very nice foundation. You guys, ZKL is affordable and it is very good. For the price, it's actually very good. And guess what? It's matte, full coverage, very good. As you can see, it's very easy to blend. It's very easy to work with, and I know you're seeing it, so you really know I'm saying the truth. ZKL is a very good foundation. You should get one. If you need a good foundation, then ZKL is the right product for you, and it's actually very affordable. So I'll continue blending that in. Remember, the key to a good makeup and a seamless makeup is proper blending. Forget that this video is fast. I walk tired. I kept on blending. Blending is key. You don't expect your makeup to come out nicely if you don't blend. So take your time and blend. This video is fast, but trust me, I was blending. I kept on blending till I got what I wanted. So yeah, keep blending. Is going to come out very well, and make sure you're using a damp beauty blender. Then I'm going to go in to her neck region. I want everything to come out the same way. That's why I went down to her neck. Now look at that foundation. Just look at the finishing. ZKL is good, trust. The next thing I'm going to be doing is blush. I'm using a cream blush. I use this red shade of lipstick from my Magic Lip palette. But trust me, if you don't know how to do a cream blush, please go in with your powder blush because it really needs a lot of blending and you don't want to apply too much. Next up, I'm going to be concealing using my ZKL concealer. This concealer is HD, meaning it is full coverage and it is very good. Okay, so I'm going in with two shades of concealer. I use the shade Caramel and Nude, I guess. Okay, I put Nude at the inner corner of her eyes, as you can see. Then I'm going in with the Caramel at the outer corner. The reason I use two different shades of concealer is because the one I put inside is lighter and the one I put outside is a bit darker, just so that when I'm blending, everything is going to blend in very well. You could actually use one shade of concealer if you want to, but I decided to go in with two shades, so you could do that if you want to. Then remember, I said blending is key, so keep blending and keep blending. If you don't blend, your makeup is not going to come out very well, trust me. So just keep blending. I applied the concealer under her eyes, under her nose, the tip of her nose, the bridge of her nose, and then her forehead, basically her T-zone areas. And then I'm blending that out very well. Remember, minimal products is enough. You don't have to go in with a lot of products. It's better you apply little products, and then if it's not working, you keep building up, then you apply a lot of products and then you have to keep blending and it's not even blending properly. So minimal product is very much okay, and proper blending is essential. So guys, just watch how I'm blending and keep blending. This video is fast, but like I said, I was blending. I kept on blending. So guys, I'm done blending the concealer, but then I'm going in with my beauty blender. I'm using my beauty blender everywhere on the face to make sure that everything is properly blended. Then I still use the remaining concealer on my beauty blender. I use it under her cheek, more like I did the reverse contour. I use it under her cheek, the place that the line of the cream blush ended. That was where I applied that. Then I'm going in with my Motek Beauty powder palette. This powder palette is very nice. I really like it because it has this shiny pigment stuff in it that, I don't know, it just makes it look very nice. The finishing is very good. So if you need a good powder palette, Motek Beauty is good. So I'm going to use the powder to set everywhere I applied my highlighter. Every place I just highlighted right now, I'm going to set that with the powder palette, and I'm using a shade lighter than her own shade to set that. Okay, so now the next thing is to contour her face. I'm using a darker shade of powder to contour her face. You're going to contour around her cheekbone, at the bridge of her forehead and her nose. Okay, so now I'm going to contour her nose. I'm going to snatch that nose. You could actually do a cream contour or a powder contour, or you could do both, but I decided to do a powder contour today. So yeah, this is how I do my powder contour. You're just going to go with the blending brush and snatch that nose. Now I'm done contouring her nose. I'm going to go with a setting spray to set everything on her face. Setting spray works, trust me guys. Next up is my TM Essential Brow Theme. I'm using that to tame her brows. This just helps the brows relax. So yeah, you need to tame your brows before you actually go into your eye pencil. Next up, I'm going to be using a brown eye pencil for her. This is actually her shade of pencil. I'm going to be outlining her brows, and then I'm going to be filling it lightly with strokes. Let your eye pencil be sharp, please. Don't use a blunt eye pencil. It's not going to give you what you want. So basically, I'm just outlining her brows and filling them up. So now I'm done outlining her brows. I'm going to conceal her brows. I'm using 2 shades of concealer. I'm using this Decal concealer in the shade Caramel and Nude. Caramel is a bit darker than Nude, so I'm going to use the darker shade of concealer at the beginning of her brows and at the end of her brows, just because you don't want harsh lines to show. And remember, you've already done your foundation, you've already set your face with the powder. You don't want to be seeing harsh lines of your concealer. That's why if you're going to do your brows after your skin work, you need to use a darker shade of concealer at the beginning and at the end of the brows. So for the top of her brows, I'm going to use a darker shade of concealer too. You could actually use the person's foundation shade, or you use the darker shade of concealer. I use her foundation shade here because honestly, I'm not ready to see any harsh line that I need to start blending seriously. I'm done with her brows. I did the other brows off camera. Now I'm going in with her setting powder. The setting powder I'm using is Flawless Ivy. I can't remember the shade, but I think it's the dark shade of Flawless Ivy setting powder. I'm going to use that to set her face. You can see where I'm setting the areas that I highlighted. That's where I'm setting. Don't use a lot of products, please. And whenever you put your beauty blender into your setting powder, make sure you dust off the excess. Then I'm going to snatch her face. Guys, I'm sculpting. And okay, this is actually my favorite part because I don't know, I just like the shape it gives when you're done sculpting. Next up, I'm going to go into her eyeshadow now. This eyeshadow palette, I can't remember the name, but it's an old eyeshadow palette I got. I think it's Gorgeous Me. Yeah, Gorgeous Me. I'm going to be using a brown shade. This shade of brown, I don't really know why it's not brown. It has, I don't know, it's not really brown, but it's something you can work with. I'm using a brown shade of eyeshadow for a transition color. Then I'm going to go in with a dark gold shade of shimmery eyeshadow. This is gold, but it's darker than the normal gold. I really like it. So yeah, I'm going with the dark shade of gold eyeshadow. So next up, I went in with a black shade of eyeshadow just to blend everything properly, and because I wanted the whole brown thing to be more intensified. Okay, just blend everything properly. As you can see, I'm blending in everything very well. Then I'm going with my elf glitter glue because I wanted to apply some pigment. I don't know, this is a nameless pigment because I just went to buy stuff and I saw it and I got it, but this is a brown shade and I really like the effect it's giving. It's a very nice pigment. I don't know why it's nameless, but it's very nice, and I think I got it for like 200 naira. Very cheap and actually very good. Then I'm going to go in with a darker shade of pigment, still a nameless pigment. I got both of them together. This is black, but then it has green stuff in it. I don't know, I just really like the pigment. I'm going to use both of them on the eye, and this is what it looks like. The pigment is really very nice, but so bad that it's nameless. Then next up, I'm going to be wiping off her setting powder. After wiping, you go in with her powder shade from your powder palette just to blend everything properly. I'm still using Motec Beauty powder palette. Just wiping everything. Take your time to wipe, don't rush, and make sure you swipe. Don't brush the whole thing off because it's going to smudge. So I'm done wiping out everything. I'm going to go in my Adventure eyeliner gel. This is actually a very good eyeliner. I just got it and it's nice. Next up, I'm going to go in my Marbrook eye pencil. This is a dark blue shade. This shade did not really come out the way I wanted because the blue was not so obvious, but then I still used it. Next up, I'm going to be going in with my Ezekiel mascara. I just like to work with it. The one is very slim and I just love that. I'm going to be going in my Who's That Girl blush palette just to intensify the blush, and I didn't really use a dark shade of pink. I tried to use something light. Next up, my favorite highlighter palette or bronzer palette from Hega and Esther. I'm going to be using that to, you know, add some spice to her face, because I don't know, I really like this part. This is another part of makeup I like when it's time to use your bronzer. It's actually very cute. See, my model is feeling herself. Oh, guys. Then I'm going to wipe her lips. You know, I moisturized the lips before. I'm going to use the highlighter to highlight the top of her lip just so everything is going to pop. Next up, I'm going to use my Eye Magic lip palette, the same palette I used for my blush. That's what it looks like. I'm using the dark shade of brown on the lip palette to outline her lips, and after that I'm going to be going in with a pink shade, a light pink shade from the palette. Yes, the pink shade from the palette. I'm going to be using that in between her lips. I'm trying to create an ombre effect, but a nude ombre effect. Yeah, so this is the pink shade. My model is feeling herself. She cannot wait. Guys, follow me on Instagram at Oma's Beauty. Follow me on Instagram, please. When I'm done adding the pink, I'm just going to make sure that I'm blending out everything very well. As you can see, the lips, it don't set. Follow me on Instagram, guys. Oma's Beauty. You guys are missing out on a lot if you're not following me on Instagram, so please do follow me up on Instagram. This is what the lip looks like. I'm just trying to apply some, you know, lipstick finishing touches and all, and then I'm going to go in with a clear lip gloss. I can't remember the name of this lip gloss, but it's just a normal roadside lip gloss. I just like it. Guys, after that you apply your setting spray to set everything, and this is the end of my makeup.
Girl, oh no, God, Oma's Beauty upon this. I guess the sweets. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys want to marry me now? You can pay in dollars. Hello, Oma's beauty pond this. Oma Tororo. You guys are so fine. Jesus. I was fine before, we agreed that I'm fine normally, but this is so like, Jesus Christ, see transformation. Hello. He's a makeup artist.
Oh my god, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I hope you learned something. Please like this video, share, comment and subscribe. And please, whatever noise you heard, I'm sorry, my neighbors are really noisy and sorry I look like that. Bye guys, see you next time.